on that?
Well, our experience with Expand has always been good. We had never any problem with Expand.
Yeah. What is the motivation behind this?
See, this is a
this time.
This time,
Any new product launch?
yeah, I'll just come to that. We are only 11 years in India, whereas the other giants and loaders have been here for, I don't know when, donkey number of years. Whether it's Caterpillar, whether it's JCB, whether it's Telcon, whosoever. We are trying to build up an image. Primarily, our motto for going to any exhibition is brand building.
Brand building.
And we have been very, very successful up to now.
In building a brand.
Yes. And now is a time, now we are doing some business also. Earlier we were just brand building.
Oh.
Now we are starting doing business also in Spa, which is a positive step this year actually. We also launched one new variant of a 3-ton loader this time in XCon. It's called CLG 936.
CLG
936.
936. Will we hear this?
Yeah. And this is now with a Dush Vichai engine, whereas the earlier model which we had 935, sorry, it's 836, not 936, 836. And 835 which we had earlier was with a Cummins India engine.
835 was?
Cummins India engine.
We'll talk about 836 from taking sources from here. How is your persona in the Indian market now? I mean, there are some doubts about Chinese products.
We have crossed that threshold now.
Yeah.
Liugong India has crossed it because there are other Chinese companies who still have that stigma, but Liugong India has now crossed that threshold. Mm-hmm. We have a factory, we have people, and if you see the whole of stall, you will not find any Chinese here. It is all run by Indians.
All Indian.
So that threshold, which it was there, but we have crossed it. Now we don't face that problem.
Yeah. It's like when you go to a Chinese restaurant, if a Chinese cook is there, it's a plus point.
Yes.
But if you go to a capital intensive product and if Chinese is there, it's a negative.
No, but actually this is a myth created in India, especially. If you go to Bama Shanghai or Bices in Beijing, or you go to Bama Munich, even Conexpo, you will see Chinese companies making highest quality machines.
Yeah, I know that. I know that very much, and they have a very high work ethics.
Very, very high work, very high transparency. They will not supply a wrong machine to customer whatsoever, maybe. Very, very clear on that. We have a very clear directive from MD. Please supply the customer what he wants, what he needs. That is, you should supply. He might be having some influence that he needs this or this, but you explain to him what he needs, understand his application, then make the sale. Don't have a wrong machine.
Yeah. What could be the market share like?
See, in 5-ton market, 5-ton loaders, we are 45% plus in India. And in 3-ton, we must be around 14 to 15%.
You feel 5-ton is more congruent to Indian market?
5-ton was a market ruled by Caterpillar for a long time. It took us some time to actually take over from them.
Yeah. And so in 1.5 year, 2 years time, there was a slowdown in the Indian
I
market.
think it is still continuing down.
So how did it affect you?
It is a very surprising thing, which people think how it's possible. The market from 2012 to 2013 went down 17% overall. And Liugong India grew by around 17%.
Oh. How much did it grow by?
17%.
17%. And the slowdown was?
17%.
Oh, wonderful. The magic you did.
So I'm trying, I was since morning we were trying to know what we did.
This is the slowdown rate. Now, what is your strategy in India? I mean, I see a lot of inputs from your side in the strategy for Liugong. So,
See, the market is going to be bad. My view is at least another 6 months. Maybe when the new government comes, we can see some upswing in the mood and some upsurge and some projects getting allotted and financials getting closed. We are anticipating that 2015 will be very, very strong. It will be a boom year.
yeah.
And for this 1 year of 2014, we are going to do our regular business the way we're doing. Also, we are trying to consolidate our systems, our processes, our spare parts, service. We are posting more people, employing more people in different locations, empowering our dealers, putting spare parts at the dealers, and doing a lot of variety of activities so that, and doing some innovations on some new markets, which were not explored in India earlier by anybody, no manufacturer, where it's either manual or something they are using. We have done a lot of research, and we are now developing maybe 2 products more, which will be ready by 14 end, and 15 we're going to hit them.
Acha. Do you have any kind of exercise called remarketing?
In China we have, but in India we have not started.
Yeah, because that's a potential market coming up for spares, components, and for servicing. And
India, very honestly, I have been in the industry for the last 23.5 years. India is not ready.
it's not ready.
India is not ready.
You
It will
feel
take
the
time.
infrastructure market is just growing.
Yes, it has just started.
It's not entered into the second phase.
Yes. India has more time to give before we start that. In China, we do it very strongly.
Ah,
China, Brazil, very strong in remarketing, but here it's not time yet.
okay. Sir, how about your aftermarket services?
We have around 17 dealers across the country, roughly around 35 locations. We cover all parts of India, right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Everything is covered.
Are you through dealer network or direct marketing?
Through dealer network.
Dealer network.
Though we have our own sales people, service people also, attached to dealerships.
Yeah. Is troubleshooting conducted over a phone, on the line, or
I didn't get it.
troubleshooting?
Troubleshooting is normally done by dealers people, in most of cases. But in all dealerships, I have a service guy. So in case he's not able to troubleshoot or there's a problem, my guy rushes.
What is the lead time for a downtime?
We are aiming to achieve mean time to restore, MTTR, that's called in our industry.
At this point, I want more explanation.
MTTR,
MTTR.
mean time to restore. Mean time to restore.
Mean time
To restore.
Restore.
to restore. Wonderful. So what is that time lag?
We have a target of 48 hours, average. Some happen less than that, some happen more than that. But we are almost to the target of 48 hours,
So,
irrespective of what failure.
so this guy rushes from a dealer's end, and should he need a help from your headquarter? I mean, does he get?
No, the headquarter help is not required.
He does it. He's competent.
He is competent enough. In case he also cannot do it, my man cannot do it, we have a customer support division in Pithampur, where there is a group of product specialists visiting.
Now, do they counsel over a phone or?
They counsel on the phone.
You haven't resorted to new kind of animation work?
Well, we have done that. In fact, we have just started doing that. We have started using, maybe by December end, we'll have everybody will go online. We have made a group, and we use a software called QQ, and everybody has a smartphone. If he has a problem, he takes picture on the QQ and he gets reply in QQ 2 minutes.
Yeah. So he looks after the symptom, the remedy, the cause.
Everything.
It's there on that QQ.
On the QQ, on the machine. He's on the machine and he does, and he gets reply back.
Excellent.
QQ is one of the only softwares which can be used on a phone also and a computer also.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we have WeChat, we have so many things, but QQ can be used on phone also and on this software.
Excellent. Excellent. So anything you do for the society in India, the Chinese don't believe it.
No, Chinese do it very heavily in China, but in India we have not reached that level. I think it will take us another 2-3 years.
Because Chinese emphasize strengthening a person, not in charity.
No, see, in China we do a lot of, if there's an earthquake, flood, we do a lot of relief work. We give machines free of cost, not only in China. The last time it was in Chile, we gave it free of cost. Wherever, no, this kind of we do. But then it is mostly, as of now, in India we have not reached that phase.
Yeah. Can you say, sir, one good thing you learned from Chinese?
Discipline.
Wonderful. Sir.
Exactly.
Do Indians like this?
Of course. That is the biggest drawback we have.
I mean, they don't have a time concept or in everything there.
See, India has, not that India doesn't have discipline, India has discipline in various fronts, but India has more of a chalta hai attitude, which Chinese don't have.
And then do you feel Indians are more emotional?
Chinese are also emotional.
They're emotional.
I live very close to Chinese for the last 3.5 years. They're emotional.
Because there is a popular concept that the Mongolian face, it's not very mobile, You can't know what is going inside his mind.
No, that is, as an outsider, you don't know. But when you live with them, you know. I live with them practically. Because all my Chinese colleagues, they live 1 floor above me in my building only. So we're together.
Because I know the other part of the world, they have a popular perception of a Chinese is you can't make out his mind. उसके दिमाग में क्या चलता है समझ में नहीं आता.
नहीं वो क्या है ना, because normally people don't interact much with Chinese. Since we interact on a daily basis, so I know when he's angry, why he's angry, when he's happy, when he's not happy. Because now I can predict what the other Chinese would say if I talk like this.
And do you export from here, from India?
Very small quantity, not negligible quantity.
Because most of the things must be taking place from China.
See, we have around 20 plants in China, 1 plant in India, 1 plant in Poland, and we are coming up with at least 3 more plants, 1 in Middle East, 1 Brazil, and 1 in America.
So, one line corporate philosophy. You could say your own.
People foremost.
People
Foremost.
People foremost. Thank you so much, Mr. Punjabi.
Nice talking to you.
Yes.